컨트롤이라는 게임인데요. 컨트롤 개발자가 지금 저쪽에서 트위치 생방송하고 있는데 생방송 보겠다고 했거든요. 네. 컨트롤 개발자한테 인사를 한번 할까요? 제가 하나 둘 셋 하면 헬로 아일랜드 한번 해볼까요? 자, 하나 둘 셋. 헬로 아일랜드. 들었을지 모르겠네요. 네.
Hello everybody at Google Campus Seoul. My name's Kieran Nolan. I'm an indie game designer from Ireland and I'm absolutely delighted to have my experimental game Control included as part of the official selection for this year's Out of Index Festival. Over the next few minutes I'm going to take you on a tour through the game, including a look at the levels, the game's mechanic, and also tell you some of the backstory behind the game. So let's go. Control is a game about the limitations of the arcade video game interface. When we interface with a game, we use our hands normally, and if we use the basic arcade control scheme of 4 switches, which allows 8 directions and 1 action button, we can engage with this on-screen representation of our hand. Control goes against the notion that the interface link should be invisible and seamless. Instead, the hand-to-controller link is the sole focus of the game itself. Okay, so on the first level we can see it's the Atari 2600 controller, and the basic game mechanic is similar to Whack-A-Mole, where you must hit randomly lit up buttons within the time limit. If you make too many mistakes, you'll lose energy, and if you lose too much energy, the game is over. Each level represents a step through the evolution of game controllers. I wasn't able to include every game controller that's out there, but what is presented over the game's 10 levels is fairly representative of the evolution of manual game controllers, and also shows how difficult they have become to use for the novice user. Control is a difficult game to play. It can be quite humbling, but I hope that this humbling can work in a positive manner to help inform the public and game designers of the need for accessibility in games, and to consider people in their game designs who are not as great at playing games as them or may not have the same level of manual dexterity. The colour scheme shown is based upon the CGA palette, which was used on early IBM PCs. It showed 4 colours on screen at once, but there were a few different palette modes, so what I did was combine them together into this new palette. Also, the raster bars that you see animating on the side of the screen, they're based upon the loading bars that are shown when a Commodore 64 game would load from a cassette tape. In Control, they act as a feedback mechanism, so they change colour depending on how well you're doing. This level, by the way, is the 3D pad by Sega. For some reason, this graphic reminds me a little of the Labbit by Frank Kozik. The music for the game was created in Little Sound DJ, or LSDJ, on the Nintendo Game Boy, while the sound effect that plays when an error is made is sampled from the cassette loading audio of a ZX Spectrum 8-bit computer. Level 7 features the Atari 5200 controller, which was based on the numeric keypad, as was the Atari Jaguar controller, which you can see here. A lot of buttons, many people hate it, but I like the Atari Jaguar. You may have spotted one earlier part of this video. As we reach the second last level, we can see the Commodore CD-TV controller, which was from an early multimedia system. Now we have it. This is the Octopad. This is imaginary, and this is considering what would happen if joypads could keep evolving in complexity by themselves. If you get to the end, you can consider this the big boss, and it is possible to beat it. You just need to be careful and keep calm. While there are no cheats, you can press the letter P on the keyboard to pause the game for a moment if you need to have a quick rest. But it is possible, and spoiler alert coming up, but you're going to see that the game can indeed be fixed. So clicks 3, 2, 1, and one more. There we go, level clear. This is the game complete. Little victory dance going on there. And if you reach the end, you get a nice congratulations message from me. And yeah, I'll talk talk, as I like to, in depth for 4 screens about the game itself. For this video, I'm just going to show you the first one. And there, thank you. So that was a brief look at Control. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that you have fun today at the festival and get a chance to try it out. If you have any questions, please feel free to get in contact with me on the details shown on screen. And best of luck to everybody, enjoy your day, and thanks very much to the festival organisers for making this possible. Take care.